Okay, so my plan is to ride half cut today. I haven't ridden it for a while, and I did post some videos of it 2 years ago, but I figure I kind of want to ride it right now to check it out again. You got to get to, you got to go through some other trails in order to get there. So we're starting out here at K2. After that, you got to do some of, I think, up and over, and then I don't know if half cut has been edited or just some other trails have been added, because then there's like 2 other trails that you could take to connect to half cut, but I thought it just came right off of up and over from my memory, but that was a couple of years ago, and so many trails and little connectors have been made on Trail Forks since then. So again, in the description of this video you can see my route through Strava and through Trail Forks, so you can go and look at that and see how I got there if I don't end up saying it by the end of this video, because I don't know, or if you can't figure it out by watching. Anyway, I don't know yet if I'm going to include some of the other trails you have to take on the way there or not. I did in a really old video, the very first one I did of half cut, so you can look that up. It's in this playlist of raw rides. The very first time I did it, it's really slow and it's much longer because I showed the whole route, I think, although I did fast forward the climb. Anyway, pad it up because it might be rough. I mean, if you fall, it'll be rough. I don't expect to fall, but anyway, let's get it. Still recovering from the climb a little bit. It's not even the whole climb. As you can tell, there's more. Like if you're going to go to Violent Tendency or do all of up and over. I'm not going to bother checking Trail Forks right now because I don't feel like getting my phone out of my bag and everything. But that's the climb. And I believe we're taking that. That's one of the 2 options, I believe. And that's what I'm going to take. The other one, I don't remember the name of either of them. You do the climb more, and then you have to come back down. This one I'll have to do a little bit of climbing later, it looks like, to meet up with half cut. We'll see. I did leave, this is going to be a longer video. The trail conditions have changed for K2 and in the very beginning of like 6 Mile and all that, because I'm assuming of rain and weather elements. There's a massive trench. Okay, not massive. There's a trench that will do you damage if you get stuck in it and try to turn out of it and whatever else. It's deep enough in some sections that it could really screw you up. K2 lower, K2 upper I didn't do, but that's the way I usually go now because the height doesn't scare me and there's no climb after. Like, I don't know, I just like it better, but there's exposure and that would really suck if you fell off. Whereas K2 lower, you know, you're going steep, but you got brakes, whatever. But that trench is like right in the middle. And I definitely had to slow down more than normal because I had to go off to the left, closer to the exposure. And just like, I got in the trench for a second and I had to get out safely and I slowed down and I kind of had to dab, or I had to put my foot out for a bit. Also, that kind of barrel or that bump or whatever has like a drop now that wasn't there before. It's much more severe than it used to be. You used to be able to just roll over it, and now not the case. And that's like kind of going over the little stream to get into all the other trail systems. So just so you're aware of that. I'm gonna keep riding. The next time I do this, I will do it in chest cam and I won't have those beginning sections. But if you've never ridden this before or you haven't ridden in a couple years, hopefully you're watching because there's some trail conditions have changed, you know? Yeah, just finished half cut. It doesn't seem like that trail has changed much in the conditions. And I don't mean, when I talked before about like the trail conditions have changed, I don't mean like temporarily like, oh, it's wet or whatever. I mean like K2 is like for all the foreseeable future is permanently changed because of that trench, unless someone goes and fixes it, or I don't know how long it would take to even out. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, half cut seems the same. Definitely slower than I think the chest cam video that I have up from a couple years ago, but probably a little quicker than the first time I ever did it. I haven't done it often, haven't done it in a long time. I cleaned it and I was happy about that, but man, my conditioning for that is just, it takes so much out of me on the initial climb just to get there that, yeah. I do want to say, even descents are going to be dangerous if you are too tired. You're too tired to focus on seeing obstacles, and your reaction time is slower. And so, like, and you just don't have the energy to just move in the way that you need to, and being alert and your body response, etc. So I definitely had some moments where I was like, man, I'm so tired. Like I said, I was able to clean it, which felt nice. I really enjoy that trail. 6 Mile has more flowy bits, I think, and you're not as winded because you don't have that huge climb to get to 6 Mile. Same with 6.5 Mile. Like, there's flowy bits on there that are really nice that I could take advantage of. Half Cut has a lot more up and down. Like, the climbs on 6 Mile are much fewer. They're longer, but they're just like one shot. Okay, now we've got flowy bits and whatever. One more shot, we've got flowy bits and stuff. But Half Cut is just like a lot more up and down. It's manageable, but when you do get into those nice flowy bits, I'm too tired to really take advantage of them, is the problem. So I don't know what else to say about that. The next time I do it, be later in the summer. I'll do it with the chesty. I'll try to flow it a little more. Hopefully my conditioning is better too, and I'll just go straight into starting at Half Cut and not show any of this stuff before. Anyway, see you another time for another raw ride.